What's up, guys? If it's around the summertime, like in the beginning of May, and you're wondering, where is my manga? Usually I'm able to get manga updates every single week, and all of a sudden, I don't have any manga. So I was on Shonen Jump the other day, and I was reading this new series called Undead Unluck. And I noticed that there's a gap in between the usual weekly schedule when they're coming out with stuff. Domestic Girlfriend is taking a break this week, and I found that those aren't the only two manga. There are another 18 manga, at least from Shonen Jump, that are taking a break this week. That's insane. And I was wondering, why are they taking a break? And I heard about this Golden Week stuff going on in Japan, and this is a period of 7 days in which there's 4 different holidays. And the Japanese people consider it as sort of an entire week-long holiday. Because if you have 4 holidays out of a 7-day week, that's a lot of holidays. Hey guys, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you can get more videos like this in the future. And I'm going to be going into talking about what is Golden Week, what are these 4 different holidays, and what can we take away from that? Should we be happy that we're missing manga for a week? Or should we be upset about that? Let's get into it. So when it comes to the term Golden Week, where does golden come from? From doing a little bit of research, I found that in Japanese there's a radio lingo for golden time, which is basically the time in which the most amount of listeners are tuning in to the radio. So say there's a huge baseball game going on and half of the Japanese population are tuning in. People would consider that golden time. Now, they consider it Golden Week because a lot of people participate in Golden Week. There's not a lot of work, people get days off, and they're able to just enjoy time by themselves and with their family during Golden Week. And this is something that a very large portion of the Japanese population take a part of. So it makes sense that it's called Golden Week. The first day in this week that I want to talk about is Showa Day on April 29th. Now, this celebrates the transition from the Empire of Japan to the State of Japan. April 29th is actually this particular emperor's birthday. Now, they celebrated this for a time, and I had a hard time seeing exactly why they celebrate this holiday, but from what I can find, it's just a birthday, and it celebrates the transition between this more ancient era of Japan and the modern state of Japan, which is not they're not in a war era. It's considered the state of Japan. And I just want to give you a quick fast fact. Anime dates back to 1906, but the first animated features that kind of look like what we know today actually came during the World War II era with an anime called Momotaro with some others. But it's actually during the state of Japan or after the World War that we start seeing anime that looks like stuff that we really know, like Astro Boy and Gundam. Those are huge examples of kind of where that took place. These happen around, the 60s and the 70s. This is when we start seeing anime as we know it today. Now, the next day I want to talk about is May 3rd, which is Constitution Day. I'm basically just going to take this from history.com, but it says, on May 3rd, 1947, a new post-war constitution was put into effect. The Progressive Constitution granted universal suffrage, stripped Emperor Hirohito, or Showa, of all but symbolic power, stipulated a Bill of Rights, abolished peerage, which is like the system of vassals, dukes, nobles, and all of that, and also outlawed Japan's right to make war. A lot of people on Constitution Day kind of reflect on Japan's involvement in World War II and how they don't necessarily want to do that again. So that's kind of what Constitution Day is. That's May 3rd, and that's one of the big holidays of Golden Week. Now on May 4th, instead of May the 4th be with you, like in America, they have Greenery Day. Now, this day is dedicated to the environment and nature because Hirohito, that emperor, loved plants and nature. Japan, on this day, encourages people to go to nature parks and appreciate the environment around them. Examples of national parks Japanese people can go to include And I'm actually going to show some pictures on screen so you guys can kind of see what it looks like visually. Sanriku Recovery National Park, Ogasawara National Park, Fuji Hakone Izu National Park, Ise-shima National Park, Yakushima National Park, Kerama National Park, and Amami Gunto National Park. Now, this is the last day I'm going to be talking about, and that's on Children's Day, May 5th. On this day, Japanese people celebrate the Boys' Festival, or Tango no Seku. Families pray for the health and future success of their sons by hanging up carp streamers and displaying samurai dolls, both symbolizing strength, power, and success in life. So this is basically a day where families kind of want to put a blessing on the boys, and there's a similar day like this for girls in March. One of the biggest things I want to say with this video is I think we should be really happy that the Japanese people get a chance to have a week where they can relax, spend time with themselves and their family, because let's look at this example schedule of a mangaka. And if you don't know what a mangaka is, it's basically somebody who makes the manga. This is the artist. This is the author of the story. And these are the people responsible for worlds that you can see behind me, like Luffy. Now you can see his face. Deku, you got, what's the guy from Kimetsu no Yaiba? The guy from Black Clover, Dr. Stone, all these different manga. This is just Shonen Jump specifically, but mangaka are the people who are responsible for these worlds. But if you look at this schedule, these people work insane hours. The gray boxes are the ones where they sleep. The yellow boxes are the ones that they eat. And basically the rest of them is work. There is a great work ethic in Japan, and I think it's really, really cool that they're able to produce such high quality work in such a small period of time. But at the same time, they're not able to sleep a lot. They don't have a whole lot of free time. This particular guy just has 3 hours on Saturday. I think that's crazy. But I have so much respect for it. But at the same time, like, when these people have like a week to be able to, just enjoy life and relax, I think that we should be happy that they have a chance to do that. Mangaka work their butts off to make sure that we have content every single week, and that's one of the reasons why I think it'd be really cool to like maybe buy a subscription to Shonen Jump magazine if you have the capability to do that. So that we can, support the industry and these people who are working these long hours to make sure that we can be entertained and enjoy life. I know if it weren't for Naruto, and I wouldn't be a fan of manga, I wouldn't have this YouTube channel. So I'm very thankful to Kishimoto for making Naruto, and I'm sure he worked very, very long hours. So during Golden Week, even though I really want to read my manga, I'm really happy that they're able to relax. Thank you so much for watching my video on what Golden Week is and kind of my thoughts on, being a little bit happy that they have a chance to get some time off from their crazy work schedules. Thank you so much, guys, and I look forward to seeing you for the next video. Thanks.